Hey Will, how you doing?
Hey James, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Everything's
excellent.
not bad today. It's a bit too warm, but not bad. Not bad.
Yeah,
You,
excellent.
you, you,
It's a grey day here in the Netherlands, but that's fine.
it's a warm
Um,
day here
I
in
was
London. Very
yeah.
warm.
Although even despite the because we've not had much warm weather here, I came back to two wasps in my bedroom last night, and I got back at 3 a.m. and so I just wanted to go to bed, and then I had to fight two wasps, and the adrenaline kept me awake until 5.
I hate wasps.
Oh no,
Wasps.
until 5 or 6. Yeah.
Wasps are basically bees that can't read social cues. That's what wasps are.
Yeah.
They are scum and they make picnics more intense. I,
Yeah.
don't get me
Yeah. They
started.
turn
Don't.
picnics into an extreme sport.
They're not even extreme sport. They turned picnics into a fucking Hitchcock movie. So, I just want to eat
Yeah.
a sandwich and have a pork pie and a cider on the grass that might be a park, and then and then wasps going, and it's like, yeah, could you go away, please? And then going, stab.
Hmm.
They get you. They stab you. They're like, they're
It's
like
funny
children.
considering how small they are. Funny considering how small they are, the reaction we have to them.
Yeah.
Um, and also that, so everything in the Netherlands is like tall but slender, the people and the trees and stuff. The
Yeah.
wasps are the same. So they're much like longer and thinner and everything as well. So I was looking at them for a while being like, I'm not quite sure what you are. But then one of them started being like, in my face. And I was like, okay, cool. I know what I'm
Yeah.
dealing with.
Are people
I
really
know.
tall over there? Because I've heard they're really tall, but are they actually really tall?
Oh, mate, when I'm on Tinder, when everyone puts their height, and all of the women, I'm 178 centimeters or 5'10", but
Yeah,
all of the
5'10".
women are
Yeah.
like 180. They're all like 180. They're above me. So I'm in the UK or the US, I'm above average height. In the Netherlands, I'm a dwarf. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Melina is part. I think she's like eighth Dutch or something. So that would explain the
Yeah.
tremendous height of the woman. That's
Hmm.
my other half, by
Yeah.
the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very tall lady.
Anyway, let's yep, it's good to see you, and let's do this take on meme. And today we are talking about Shrek. Let's get Shreked. Um,
Indeed. Oh
yeah,
God.
Shrek yourself before you Shrek yourself. That's what we're doing
I
today.
shreked my pants. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you
Yeah, just in honor of this, it's nice and green and squishy. It's your swamp. Sorry.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. I say that because my penis is an ogre. It's an ogre, as you would
Yeah.
say in the
Oh,
fucking film.
did you know that Chris Farley was the original voice for Shrek?
Doesn't
They'd
surprise
done
me.
70% of the film. They'd done 70% of the film before he died, and they started again. It wasn't a Scottish accent or anything. It was like Chris Farley just doing his own
How does
thing.
Chris Farley talk?
Um,
How does Chris Farley talk again?
I cannot do a good impression because he
I reckon
kind
he
of is
can.
quite. Actually, he's quite calm in interviews, but normally he's very intense when he's in a comedy routine. But it's much more like how he actually
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's quite intense.
Um,
Fuck.
But what was interesting is that he died after doing I think 70% of the audio, and then Mike Myers did 40% of the audio or something, and
Yeah.
then realized, oh, this needs a Scottish accent, and I think he took a pay cut because he was so confident that
Yeah.
that's what they needed to do.
I read about
Yeah,
the change of accent because it was like, oh, that would make it better, and then he does a very basic Scottish accent because he's like, I'm
yeah,
Canadian, I have some
yeah,
British heritage, I can do a Scottish accent,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, you attempted.
Well, he's basically Fat Bastard in
Uh,
Austin Powers, isn't it?
it is.
But the reason, so we're talking about the memes of Shrek today, though, because Shrek is one of those weird things where he's like SpongeBob in that he's been very prevalent in the meme ecosphere for the last 10 years, but it's from a very ironic or socially satirical point of view. It's celebrating Shrek just because you kind of can. And I wanted to kind of explore. I mean, we'll show some memes like throughout the video and talk about
Yeah.
them, but I wanted to explore like how it even happened in the first place because the actual roots are pretty crazy, and I think you're going to be surprised, Will.
This is why I do this podcast, because I want to be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I do the digging, so to show you the darker side of things.
Yeah, I like the work you do with this, man. I just show up.
Yeah.
I just show up and it's like, James, what utter shite have you got for me today? And then you deliver me a nightmare feel.
It's like cultural spelunking. I just go into the darkness and I drag something out. It's great. But yeah, so I thought I thought you could maybe just start with some Shrek memes on the screen to give an example of what the kind of thing we're talking about.
So you provided me with an imager of some Shrek memes just to get people up to speed. We all know Shrek. Some of us have seen the films after the first Shrek. I think the first Shrek is an outstanding film for what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's DreamWorks' possibly only good film.
Ooh, I'm just trying to think. I feel like I want to contest that, but I can't.
There was a really good thing someone pointed out where what was it? The difference between DreamWorks and Pixar, and they said Pixar do computer animated films about anthropomorphized characters dealing with modern problems and existential crises and quite a lot of adult things and very very psychological things. It's very deep. Whereas DreamWorks do computer animated films about anthropomorphized characters all doing this face. And if for the podcast listeners, that's me sort of shrugging with one eyebrow raised, looking a bit cheeky. That's all they do. That's all DreamWorks do, and they got lucky with Shrek, and Shrek was actually quite good. And I watched the second Shrek, and I thought, it's all right.
Yeah, see, I saw that in the cinema. And everyone raved about it, and I didn't think Shrek 2 was very good.
I think it was more
I was
of
quite
the
bored.
same. What's that thing where you do the same thing again? It's not as good. Diminished returns.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a diminished return. It's like you just get pumping more money out. You're putting more characters in, putting more celebrities in, getting more music out, and whatever. And it's like, The first Shrek felt fun. And really, it's something different about it, and then it's like, more of the same. Great, okay, whatever. And I didn't bother seeing the rest because they just looked like straight to DVD fodder. So we're going to go through the memes.
Well, it's like just before we go too far, I just want to make a quick correction. You said the only good DreamWorks films, Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit, are also DreamWorks films.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
They
They're
are.
Aardman films. Oh God! No, wait a minute. Wallace, Chicken Run can't be a DreamWorks film.
Boy.
This is a nightmare.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
No. Aardman Studios are in partnership with DreamWorks. I wouldn't say it's a DreamWorks film. I'd say it's Aardman and DreamWorks are involved. Also, Wallace and Gromit. No. We're getting onto Shrek in a bit, but you have really crossed the line.
You want to clear this up? Yeah.
Why can't I search for Curse of the Were-Rabbit, but Curse of the Were-Rabbit video game's the first thing that comes up? Why is the Curse? Wait a minute. The film with the same name. Why can't I just get the Curse of the Were-Rabbit? There we go. In partnership with DreamWorks Animation, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Damn it! That's really annoyed me. Anyway,
it's okay.
I'm not counting
it's
them.
not like you're wrong. More like,
I'm not counting.
It's more
them,
like a footnote.
It's a footnote.
It's more like a footnote.
Worth taking note, but I mean, they are not DreamWorks films. They are Aardman films. They're Nick, whatever his name is. Can't remember his name.
Nick Aardman.
No.
Nick Park.
Nick Park. Yeah, Nick Park. Nick Park, fantastic animator. Responsible for a lot of my childhood. Mainly Wallace and Gromit.
Definitely.
But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get.
Sorry, let's look at these Shrek memes.
Before we keep this going.
We got one meme in.
We got one
meme before a
meme in, and now we're going. Well, actually, I'll have you know that I know more about children's films than you do.
Actually,
can I touch your face? This is what happens on a Sunday. Anyway, here we have the standard Shrek meme. two white guys bowing to Shrek while. Wait a minute, there's a lot going on here. Got Shrek,
I know.
a statue of Shrek at Man of Two Swords. Two guys bowing, chubby Spider-Man with a bum bag staring at them, and two men are fighting in the background. Two men are either having a passionate conversation or about to fight. This is a Renaissance painting of a meme.
It's the spider. I know, it's the Spider-Man in the bum bag that gets me. Fanny pack for our transatlantics.
I did get a bum bag. I did buy a bum bag recently for jogging, and I tell you what, I think they're really good. Obviously, you know, you can carry a small amount of things without using your pockets.
Bo Burnham's got a really good joke where he says, I like to say things no human has ever said before, like peanut butter tribadism and hold my fanny pack, I'm gonna fuck a woman. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so that's also meme number 2.
Yeah.
Finally, some good quality headphones. It's the Apple Pods, but Shrek's ears got Swamp Pods.
Yeah. Swamp Pods.
The third one, it seems to be a giant inflatable man-sized Shrek behind a stall of what appears to be is it potatoes?
Onions.
It's onions.
Just onions.
It's onions, and there's loads of Shreks. Why?
Yeah. Why are there onions?
Well, yeah.
Because ogres have layers, Will.
Yeah, I know. Tag a friend to ruin their day, and someone's done a face swap of Princess Fiona looking normal and Shrek. And the faces look terrifying. Princess Fiona just looks like an angry lady, and Shrek looks like an alien.
Princess Fiona looks like the cross-dresser from Shrek 2.
Oh, I didn't see the cross-dresser in Shrek 2. Actually, I probably did, but I don't remember. I woke up in my... Okay, we have some different images. So it's an image of a Shrek bed. Actually, I'll say the text, and you can probably guess what the image is. I woke up in my Shrek bed. I turned on my limited edition Shrek TV, then binge on Ogre Rose. I'm ready for school. I get inside my Shrek car, and my mum wishes me a Shrek-tastic day.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the gross merchandising of Shrek. The merchandising of Shrek,
but the excessive ironic. It's the excessive ironic appreciation I love as well. And the only other fandom I'd say would almost be like this would be Garfield, and that's gotten really weird recently with all the Dark Garfield stuff.
Oh, I love Dark Garfield. Actually, speaking of which, I don't know if we'll handle it in another stream, but I got this for an ex. Someone did a book. It started off as an internet comic and then turned into a book. It's Garfield minus Garfield. And basically, it's the Garfield comic strips, but they've removed Garfield. So it's John talking to himself and having a breakdown. It's really, really good. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. We might cover that on another one, not sure. Do you want to join my religion? What's your religion? And loads of people bowing in front of Shrek on a cross in what appears to be a tech startup. That's literally what a tech startup looks like. I'm interested.
Yeah. Normally, you just have Zuckerberg there instead.
Yeah. Teacher, what are you laughing about? Me? Nothing. My brain. And someone's put Shrek's head on Mike from Monsters, Inc. Is it Mike?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. I like that.
But when, it's funny.
Yeah. I was about to say,
when you isolate Shrek's face, he looks like the moon from Majora's Mask in Zelda.
Let's get the moon up just for the bone.
Yeah.
Zelda Majora's Mask moon. Let's for the benefit of the video people. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Let's come on. Let's get.
Jesse, tell me that's not Shrek.
I don't know. This is a skeleton quality to it. Shrek, like you could hug him and kiss him. This moon, man. Yeah. I never completed Majora's Mask. Is it really worth going through?
I never completed it either. I think I always get bored after the Gorons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really should one day.
I don't know. But one day I'll complete it.
I mean, I just watch speedruns of it. I just watch the speedruns.
How
like there are some games now. About 40 minutes, I think.
They must be
40 minutes,
glitching.
an hour
They
or
must be
two.
glitching.
Oh, I think glitchless is about an hour or two.
An hour still. That's pretty good. Very crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's Zelda Majora's Mask. That's a good one, Shrunk.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. The fault in
This
our
is my
stars,
favourite.
but it's the fault in our swamps, and someone's replaced someone's head with Shrek. What the hell? How old is Shrek? 37 years old. Ogre lifespan 38 years old, and someone's crying about this. Yeah. Oh man, that's deep.
You know that that meme was originally with Knuckles the Echidna, the lifespan one. I'll dig it up for you another time. It's really funny.
Might as well. Okay,
we'll come back to that one when we tackle Ugandan Knuckles one day.
Oh god, that's going to be problematic. Extremely problematic. It's
going to be great.
It's a little bit racist. But no, in that racist, in that kind of like 15-year-old Red Bull kind of, it's funny because they're different kind of way. Not in a kind of, they are clearly inferior, we must exterminate them kind of way. It's that kind of, Chinese accents are funny, kind of really immature, horrible way. Okay, anyway, let's you tell us next about what's happened, how Shrek came to be, because you are peeing yourself in excitement.
Yeah, I am. So that just kind of shows the Shrek memes that are kind of out there, and so Shrek. So Shrek was, I think they had four films in the 2000s.
Yep.
And around the 2008, 2009, the main Shrek Facebook page started promoting posts, trying to sell merchandise, and they started just attracting loads and loads and loads of likes compared to other properties and stuff. And basically, around 2010, someone posted a picture to DeviantArt, a user called Camera, depicting Shrek with being intimate with Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise.
Can we see that?
We can. I've given a link.
Is this going to be not safe for work?
No, it's actually fine. It's tender, but not not explicit. I think would be a good way to describe it.
Okay. I am not looking forward to this. This is going to be furryism. Oh, that's adorable.
I know, it's not as bad as you think.
They're just staring into each other's eyes and crying. It's lovely.
Yeah. But this is basically the moment where the Shrek appreciation really started to speed roll into memes and a wider community, because I think what it did is it took the energy of the Sonic fandom, which has been around for decades. I think it took that energy and that ironic, explicit passion and capitalized into an almost cynical way, which is how we ended up with the bite-sized Shrek stuff now. And so I showed you that this first started a trend of Shrek and Shadow images, and I've given you a link with a little collection I made, but don't worry, none of them are too sexually explicit.
Okay. Brace yourselves, people.
I told you it was going to be weird.
This is very weird.
Did you expect this?
Oh God, they're embracing.
I know.
They're My Little Ponies.
Yeah.
Oh my God! There's a computer animated gif of them swinging around and kissing each other on the lips.
Yeah.
Oh, these are small, man. You done bad. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can zoom in. When will baby come, mummies? Oh my God! Oh God, that is okay. So it's a family of 3. Shrek's the daddy, Shadow is the child, and SpongeBob is pregnant as the mother.
SpongeBob Swamp Pants.
Oh God! Come over here, Shadow, and they're embracing for a kiss. Oh yes, the 50 Shades of Grey meme. My desires, 50 Shades of Grey. My desires are unconventional, so show me, and it's a fucking Shrek room. Actually, that's a good pun. Here's my rec room, and here's my Shrek room. It's like a rec room.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh God, Shrek's. This is obviously done on MS Paint. This someone on MS Paint has done Shrek topless with full lips and innocent eyes, and Shadow is licking his bosom in a very loving way.
Every day we stray further from God's light.
No, this is God's light. This is what happens if you stare directly into God's light while wearing a magnifying glass. You burn your eyes.
So this is what got me is Shrek's got nipples there, and it made me, because I compiled this list earlier this week.
I think one of them's pierced.
It made me.
Is one of them pierced?
Yeah, but also they're pink, and I've spent all week wondering what color nipples Shrek should have.
Dark green.
Dark green.
Dark green.
Yeah, dark green. Thank you.
Thank you. I haven't given it a lot of thought in the past. It's not something I've really dwelled upon, but I imagine what Shrek would be like if he took his top off, and it's dark green. Did he ever take his top off in the films? I think he had a mud bath.
He must
have had a mud bath. I can Google Shrek's nipples.
Yeah.
Shrek's nipples.
Lucky audience.
Oh God. Shrek's nipples confirmed. There we are.
I don't know what I. Oh, they're horrible. Oh. But,
someone's done the trash man from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm a swamp man.
I was going to say, is it like that makeup? Is it like that makeup advice where your lipstick should match the color of your nipples?
Oh, is it?
Have you not heard that? That's the advice that generally gets thrown around by like in women's circles for their makeup.
Explain goth
that
chicks.
A good guideline is
explain goth chicks.
No, well, it doesn't have to be, but it's a general rule is that lipstick will always look good on you if it is the same color as your nipples, because it complements your skin tone.
And nipples always complement skin tone. They never look weirdly dark.
I don't make the rules. I'm just saying what I've picked up along the way.
And this isn't a chance for me to get out my nipples, so we'll move. Oh God, I need to get off this
page. That's exactly where I was going.
I need to get off this Google search because it's burning my soul.
You need to get off. You need to get off. You get off. Get off to Shrek and Shadow.
Get off. Okay, so we got Shrek and Shadow. So that was. Where was the original one uploaded? Was it uploaded to the actual Shrek page?
To DeviantArt, also known as the home of the furries.
Home of the furries? They don't need a home. They need to go away. No, I'm fine. I'm fine with furries.
Did I tell you that I went to a furry convention in?
Yo, you might have, but
when I was 20.
We need to hear it again. We need to hear it again.
Well. So I think I was like 18 or 19, and my friend was used to talk to furries online. She said, "Oh, do you want to come to this thing?" And I thought it was just drinking in London for a weekend. And I got there, and it was a whole weekend of people either playing Guitar Hero or in their furry suits, like dry humping each other. It was interesting. And then it ended up in a party on a boat with like furries everywhere. And I think I'm like 18, so I'm wasted out of my mind. I don't really know what's going on. I got these big green foxes humping each other. It was great. It was great. Yeah.
That's intense.
But I remember it more because it was a weekend where, when you're younger, you try out fashion things. And I think I was trying out to see if a bandana would work on me that weekend. So I remember the bandana not working more than the furry event, to be honest.
I've tried a bandana in the past. Yeah. I think you have to have a very 1960s, 70s vibe for a bandana to work. Otherwise... Yeah. You just came off as an edgy teenager. So
Anyway, sorry. Back to Shrek.
Back to Shrek, please get on to the next thing.
Sure. Okay. So Shrek and Shadow started this trend where people started submitting ironic, weird art of Shrek, and it culminated in there's a site called 4chan, which I know nearly everyone is probably familiar with. If not, it's a message board where a lot of dark stuff from the internet comes from. It's been around for a while. Since I think 2006.
Yeah.
But someone decided to make a dedicated Shrek version of it called Shrek-chan. Unfortunately, it closed in 2014, and I tried the Wayback Machine. I tried every way to try and find the actual site itself. And the best I could kind of do was find some screenshots of it that had been taken over the years. But it was, what's funny is 4chan is known for its green text, which we are going to come to later. It's green text, which are its weird stuff. and Shrek-chan, everything was green text because it was Shrek. So yeah, but I thought, Will, do you want to throw up the images and we can talk about Shrek-chan?
Let's
and
do it.
Just have a quick look into that window.
Let's rip off this band-aid of dignity.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to read. It's just it's a little piece of history I managed to find. It's
why
interesting.
Is that someone who's blued themselves over there? Someone's blew themselves like Arrested Development. So what am I looking at here? What is this?
Well, this is I didn't really know the content. I just wanted to pull up an example that Shrek-chan did in fact exist.
Okay, this is a Shrek-chan thread.
Yeah.
And then there's the Shrek-chan
Shrek,
logo, which is just Shrek's head.
Yeah.
It's quite frightening when people do it in real life.
But the reason why I wanted to talk about Shrek-chan was because you can see that is where Shrek started snowballing as a meme hard, because within 2 years they were getting 500,000 monthly visitors, which is insane. I can't believe I'd never heard of it until I researched it. But the crazy thing is they closed down this site just when they were at their peak visitor base, because they said that there aren't any more memes that can be done about Shrek. They thought that they'd hit the end of the road for Shrek memes. And I think you can demonstrably show that that's definitely not been the case. And I've got a few memes to show that later on. But what's funny is the users of this website called themselves Brogers. And this is a parody of the My Little Pony fans calling themselves Bronies. And yeah, I just thought it's fun to find these little. Well, I say little. It's not even little pockets of people. It's a huge.
It's a huge.
There's a lot of people.
It's a bus station full of people, man.
Yeah, but I legitimately wonder how many of these people. It feels like these are the incels before they hit puberty.
Yeah.
That's legitimately what this feels like. Before they discovered boobs, they were looking at Shrek's nipples.
Yeah. So what we've also got a video here. What is this?
Okay, so this is an example of some content people will be making for the site. So it's not high art or anything. It's just the Goosebumps intro redone with Shrek running through a mansion.
I'm going to enjoy this. Wait, let's bring this up. Just a sec. I want to get the volume right on this.
What if psychopathy?
Oh, stupid adverts.
Oh, I miss it. I miss English adverts.
I remember the theme tune to Goosebumps.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Spooky voice coming out the wall.
It's a great theme tune.
Yeah. We're gonna have to cover 3D World at some point.
Yeah.
I love the weirdness of 3D art that people put on the internet.
Yeah. That's a.
It's the G-Man from Half-Life whispering in his ear.
Yeah.
You're in for a scare.
God.
I think the use of G-Man from Half-Life. I'll bring up an image of G-Man.
That's a good
What is that one?
G-Man.
G-Man from Half-Life.
Well, I deliberately didn't tell you he was in it because I knew it would tickle you.
Yeah, that really, you were right too. That really tickled me. Could we talk about Goosebumps quickly? Here we go, G-Man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go down that one.
Goosebumps. I remember reading Goosebumps. I mean, it's a good thing Luke Portman's sort of not here. Otherwise, he'd punch me just for suggesting that Goosebumps isn't that good. Luke Portman was the person we did the show with. Very, very funny guy, very lovely chap. Give him a check out. I think it's Vegan Luke online if you can. Yeah. Sorry, horror stories aimed at children Yeah, basically, it's basically the same as Coors Light beer, isn't it? It's like, well, yeah, it's like.
Yeah, you're right. Just give them a copy of Flowers in the Attic. That'll set them straight.
What's Flowers in the Attic?
It's a horrible book. It's about a mother that has to move back in with her parents with 2 kids, and it turns out that the parents are religious fanatics. So there's like lots of whipping and new grotesque sexual stuff. And
I mean, that's a different kind of horror.
It's crazy.
I meant something like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, because that's pretty good horror. Or maybe. Actually, no, not Stephen King. That's a bit full on at times. Maybe they could read some like H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, that's pretty tame.
Yeah.
Apart from the racism,
get going on Cthulhu.
Yeah, apart from the racism, the mild racism in places, it's pretty tame. But yeah, like
well, I loved Goosebumps growing up as a kid. It definitely carried me through, I think, until about age 9.
Yeah, I remember reading some like Say Cheese and Die. And that was just like like looking back at them, the endings were very predictable, and it was like it's very like there's some good concepts there, but it's very they borrow a lot from other existing like properties and franchises. So it's just like, why not just read them? Why not do that? It's like when people watch Doctor. I always feel like with some episodes of Doctor Who, it's like this is clearly either ripping off or referencing or riffing off another existing property. Just watch that. Just watch real sci-fi. My God.
He's sold. R.L. Stein has sold 350 million copies. He's not done too badly.
He's not done. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I still need to see the films with Jack Black.
Sorry, did you say films?
There's 2.
What? I thought it was just the one with Jack Black.
Films.
I
thought, maybe it's just the one with Jack Black.
The one with Jack Black, was that supposed to be like behind the sort of breaking the fourth wall? He's playing R.L. Stein.
Yes.
And then the things are coming, his creations are coming to life because
they went to life. Yeah.
He goes, we can't straight up do a film about one of the books. We have to make it sort of all come together because it's a series of short stories aimed at children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I don't know. Well, I just want to see it, if only for I feel like Jack Black can carry a bad film. I think if you look at something like Nacho Libre or Gulliver's Travels, they are both demonstrably awful films, but he makes them fun to watch.
I will say that Jumanji, the newer Jumanji films,
so good.
They were actually quite good. I had fun watching them. I had fun. It was simple little genre films.
I saw the second one while I was on edibles at the cinema, and it got very intense for the last half an hour. Okay, so spoilers. There's like an old black man with them that ends up turning into a flying horse, and the other characters basically end up taking turns riding him, and I'm on edibles tripping out, thinking like, isn't it a bit bad that the only black character they've got in this film is being ridden by all of the white people? and I'm there like next to kids going, slavery metaphor, and having it was a good film. It was great fun.
No, that sounds. I might watch it at some point. I think we should get back to Shrek. I was going to say back to Shrek, but it's not back to Shrek. It reminds me of
Shrek on track, back on Shrek.
What was it? Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast. There's an episode where they came up with the phrase "put a Shrek in it." Like, how would you improve? How would you improve something? Put Shrek in it. And they said, actually, that sounds like something they'd say in EastEnders. Oh, Pat, put Shrek in it.
Yeah. So there's another. I just want to read the notice the person gave for closing down the board, and the Shrek meme is dead, and it's time to stop trying to keep this going. It is inevitable, and it has to happen at some point in time. Many of you who truly love the Shrek movies may think that shutting down Shrek-chan is a bad idea, but I hope you may find another website to discuss the love for Shrek. Now, he says there's nothing you could do. I put a video immediately after that shows how fucking wrong that is. Well, because
I was about to say, isn't there an internet law? The moment you ask people not to do something, they'll do it. Was it like Barbara
Yeah.
Streisand's house? Like people were taking photos of Barbara Streisand's house, and she went, "Please
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
taking photos." And everybody started taking photos of her house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm posting this video, and then we're going to get on to Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, because that's my favorite.
Oh, this is brilliant. It's the dog contest, but they've edited Shrek in instead of the dog. I think this is perfect.
It's perfect. It's a perfect meme video. It's just little Shrek running around.
I mean, the editing is superb.
I know. I hope that person got a job out of it.
Also, who pays to watch a dog show? I don't know if... Actually,
I don't know.
I'll tell you something in a sec. I was emceeing a dog show last year.
What?
What? Yeah, I didn't exactly put... They asked me to come back, but they weren't paying me. They just gave me a free lunch, and they were doing it on a budget. It was in...
A free dog.
Free dog. Because surely this would just eat into my money with taking care of it. No, I was doing... It was Gunnersbury Park. They had a nice little dog show, and me and another comedian, Sanj Sharati, who's more of a... He's trying to be an actor. He actually popped up as an extra in the live-action Aladdin film. I saw a scene, and he's trying to break into acting more than comedy. But it was me and him. We were emceeing a dog show, and we just had some remote mics, and every now and again we'd say, "Hey, remember to check out the stall. Hey, for quality dog things." And it's like that kind of thing, and it was fun. But I got really badly sunburnt and had to do a gig at Angel Comedy that evening. And smashed the gig. I smashed my set. I was really happy with it, but it was just like I was just like ready to just not do the gig because I forgot to bring sunscreen. Didn't wear a hat. I'm bald. I didn't wear a hat. Basically being an idiot. But yeah, that was the only time I've ever emceed. Sorry. There's a lot of action happening outside. Can't wait to move off this main road, man. That was the only time I've emceed anything other than a comedy gig. Actually, no, I did MC an awards evening, and I got paid to do that. I'm not doing anything like that, like that's not comedy and involves me being a presenter, unless I'm getting paid. Not happening again unless I get paid.
One of my actually no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to slag someone off. I'll tell you after the call. Is
it someone we know?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's someone that's infamous on the London comedy circuit.
You're gonna have to infamous on the London comedy circuit. You're gonna have to grind that down, man. We've had 2 waves of basically. We've got a lot of infamous people.
There was. I'm not going to say like who, but basically, it was a 2-day journey through their Facebook statuses where they got offered this paid gig to do a Christmas party as a comedian. They went, they said they smashed it, and then about an hour later, they revised the fact that they had split it by saying that they had been taken off stage and told they weren't funny by one of the people, and then someone apologized, and they still got paid anyway, but they spent the next day slagging off the gig and saying, like, the show must go on.
Oh, you don't even... Sorry. You are allowed to say the name, I think. I think we're allowed to say the name, considering they're not doing comedy anymore and will never, ever do it again.
I don't really want to, just because I don't think you should keep beating someone down. But there's enough information there for you to know.
Yeah, I know exactly who that is. Although sometimes I do the odd slagging off, if it's a punchline to a joke online or something. But it's like, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't keep beating them down. But they were a very terrible person, and I think they mostly got what they deserved. Anyway, back to fun.
Yeah.
Back to fun.
Yeah. Oh, I miss London.
London's fun, man. You coming back soon, by the way? You coming back?
I can't discuss that on the podcast.
Oh, okay. That's a long way of saying no.
Going on.
Sorry.
I've got too many things going on, and I've like legitimate, business interests. So I just can't talk about it here, unfortunately.
I'll talk to you after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Back to fun.
But yeah, back to Shrek. So anyway, that was Shrek running around at a dog show 20 minutes ago. But the reason why I wanted to show that clip as well is because my friend sent it to me last year, and he had sent it to me via WhatsApp, or he thought he did. And in fact, his brother had recently had a baby with his wife, and his wife is Colombian, so they had this WhatsApp group with they're both the families, the Colombian side and the British side, and he had posted that video. He thought he was sending it to me, but he posted it in that family group immediately after a picture of the baby, and with the status of, "Mate, I'm fucking dying." And the best thing is, this is a friend who cannot stand cringe comedy. He can't stand being embarrassed. He can't stand anything like that. So I know that when he realized that, just imagining that moment is one of the happiest things in my head. And the best thing was, they just acted like it didn't happen. They just kept posting more baby pictures.
You know, you can delete messages on WhatsApp. It's like, and you can just delete the message and say, "Sorry, wrong conversation." But so are you telling me he didn't delete the message?
Well, because he thought he'd sent it to me, he didn't delete it for like 3 or 4 hours because he thought he'd sent it to the wrong person. And he was confused because I always respond, and he was confused why I hadn't responded being like lol or haha or something. And I think he even messaged me to be like, "Mate, what do you think of that video?" And I'm like, what video are you talking about? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Cool. Anyway, so that brings me on to, I want to talk the main Shrek meme that has kind of like permeated through the last 7 years. And it started on 4chan and Shrek-chan, and it is called Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Are you familiar with this, Will?
It rings a bell. Let's have a look.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
cool.
God. What is this?
Okay. So don't read this out, but
Okay.
we'll explain what it is. Okay. This is 4chan green text, and it appeared on the site in January 2013. And it is a, how do I describe this nicely? It is a described sexual encounter with Shrek, but it is also celebrating the introduces the ironic celebration of Shrek that we kind of showed earlier. And it is semi-gratuitous, but it gained a lot of traction and kicked off a trend of like Shrek sex stories on 4chan for a couple of years. Shrek stories, if you will.
This is good.
But the reason why I've asked you, I know. Have you never seen this before?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, the reason why I've asked you not to say it out is because there's a video that does it for us in a minute that we're going to play. But the best thing was, before this video came out, this phrase it started spilling out. It was being used on graffiti on walls and in schools, and so I actually sent a picture. I sent a picture of the.
Sorry, I can't. Just at the end of this thing, and a guy's replied with "What the fuck," which is the most apt response.
Yeah. And the best thing is, if you look this up on knowyourmeme.com, it's even called Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life - what the fuck.
Okay, so am I clicking the next thing? Am I opening the next thing?
Click the next link. Yeah, so click the next link, and it's just some graffiti of someone putting it in their school library.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Yeah.
I love it when memes permeate into actual crime.
I know.
Okay.
So the next, but the reason why I was holding off on getting you to read that is because I've given you a video. Now, this video, it took a while to find this. This is the original one, and it is a dramatic reading of that green text set to animations. So if you're watching this in a video, you're in for a treat. Otherwise, audio-wise, I still think you're going to enjoy it because it's very, very what the fuck. But strap in for the next 2 minutes, Will.
Here we go.
And everyone else.
I was only 9 years old. I loved Shrek so much, I had all the merchandise and movies.
Shrek.
I pray to Shrek every night before bed, thanking him for the life I've been given. Shrek is love, I say. Shrek is life. My dad hears me and calls me a faggot. I knew he was just jealous of my devotion for Shrek. I called him a cunt. He slaps me and sends me to go to sleep. I'm crying now, and my face hurts. I lay in bed, and it's really cold. A warmth is moving towards me. I feel something touch me. It's Shrek. I'm so happy. He whispers in my ear, "This is my swamp." He grabs me with his powerful ogre hands and puts me on my hands and knees. I'm ready. I spread my eyes to Shrek. He penetrates my butthole. It hurts so much, but I do it for Shrek. I can feel my blood tearing as my eyes start to water. I push against his force. I want to please Shrek. He roars a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his love. My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eye and says, "It's all ogre now." Shrek waves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
The video's still going. What's happening?
No, it's done. It's done.
It's done. Oh god, that was done on Gary's mod, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god, I am dead. I'm dead after that.
Have you never seen that before? Oh, good. Oh, that makes me so happy. what a fucking good team.
It's horrible.
That's sometimes when you're showing people on YouTube, that's definitely in my top 10 of, oh, have you seen this? It's a good gauge of what humor they've got as well.
I love it for its what the fuck aspect.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're gonna have to do G.I. Joe PSAs at some point.
Yeah. So to be fair, I think I made a note that we could talk about somebody, but I feel like the time has come for us probably to end the episode. I feel like that feels like a good. You can't really top that video, so we'll probably end it there. I think.
Yeah, I think bringing somebody in would. Somebody is its own meme anyway, so we can do that for another.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I hope that was a nice little journey through the last decade of Shrek memes and how that's kind of grown.
Yeah,
Shrek-diverse.
The Shrek-diverse.
Yeah, that was long live Shrek.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Indeed. Well, thank you for watching Tech on Meme. I've been James.
I've been Will. And we'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Thanks for checking out Take on Meme. Please like, subscribe, and follow on social media so you don't miss the next episode.